Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and I'm really happy to have you here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so excited that you're joining us again. Every week, we talk about topics that help you learn English and also help you feel more confident when you speak.
Yes, that's right. And today's topic is something very important for every English learner. It's called Don't Let Anyone Laugh at Your English.
Oh, yes, Jason. This is such an important topic. Many learners around the world feel shy or scared to speak because they worry someone might laugh at their English.
Exactly. Maybe you've had that moment you said something in English and someone smiled or laughed, and suddenly you felt embarrassed or quiet.
Yes, that happens to many people, but we want to remind you today, your English is something to be proud of. You are learning, you are improving, and no one has the right to make you feel small because of your English.
That's right, Julia. In this episode, we're going to talk about why people sometimes laugh, how you can stay confident, and what to do when you feel judged.
We'll also share some real stories and give you simple ways to build your confidence so that no matter what others say, you'll keep speaking English with pride.
So, if you've ever felt afraid to speak, or if you've ever stopped talking because of someone's reaction, stay with us. This episode is for you.
Yes, let's start this beautiful talk and learn how to never let anyone's laughter stop your learning journey.
Let's get started. All right, let's start with something very real. Julia, have you ever noticed that sometimes when people hear someone speaking English with a different accent or with small mistakes, they start to laugh?
Oh, yes, Jason. It's something many English learners experience, and it can really hurt. But the truth is, most of the time, people laugh not because your English is bad, but because they don't understand how hard it is to learn another language.
Exactly. Many people who laugh don't even speak another language themselves. They don't know how much courage it takes to speak in a language that's not your first one.
That's so true. Some people laugh because they are insecure or immature. They think it's funny to point out someone's mistake, but in reality, it shows their own weakness, not yours.
Right. Sometimes people also laugh because they're nervous. They don't mean to hurt you, they just don't know how to react when they hear something different or new.
Yes, Jason. For example, if your accent is different or your pronunciation sounds new to them, they might laugh out of surprise, not because they want to make fun of you.
That's a really good point. And you know what? Every accent tells a story. It tells where you come from and shows that you are learning and growing. That's something beautiful, not something to laugh at.
Absolutely. An accent means you speak more than one language, and that's amazing. You're doing something that person might never be able to do.
So, dear listeners, if someone laughs at your English, remember it says more about them than it does about you. It shows their lack of kindness, not your lack of skill.
Yes, please don't take it personally. You are brave for trying. Every time you speak English, even if it's not perfect, you're making progress.
Exactly. And that's what really matters. So, don't let laughter stop you. Let it remind you how strong you are for speaking anyway. You know, Julia, I think the biggest problem for most English learners isn't that people laugh, it's the fear of being judged.
Yes, Jason, that's true. Many learners stop speaking before anyone even says anything. They imagine people will laugh or think they sound funny, so they stay quiet.
Exactly. It's like a small voice in your head saying, "What if I make a mistake? What if they don't understand me?" And that fear can block your words.
I remember one of my students who spoke English very well, but she almost never talked in class. When I asked her why, she said, "I'm scared people will laugh if I say something wrong."
That's such a common story. And it's sad because that fear stops you from learning. You can only get better by practicing, not by staying silent.
Yes, everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers. But the difference is confident people speak anyway. They know mistakes are normal.
So, dear listener, if you're quiet because you're afraid of being judged, remember people's opinions can't stop your progress unless you let them.
Beautifully said, Jason. Don't give your fear the power to control you. Speak, learn, and grow because your voice deserves to be heard.
You know, Julia, one of the biggest lessons I've learned as a teacher is this: you can't learn a language without making mistakes.
That's so true, Jason. Mistakes are not something to be ashamed of. They are a sign that you're trying, that you're learning, and that you're improving.
Exactly. When a baby learns to walk, they fall many times. But no one laughs at the baby. Everyone says, "Wow, keep going. You're learning." Learning English is the same. You'll make mistakes, but each mistake helps you get better.
Yes, Jason. And even native English speakers make mistakes every day. They forget words, they pronounce things differently, they correct themselves. So, if they can make mistakes, why can't we?
That's right. The only people who don't make mistakes are the ones who never try. But the people who succeed, they try, they fail, they learn, and they grow.
So, dear listeners, the next time you make a mistake in English, smile and say to yourself, "This mistake is helping me learn," because every small mistake takes you one step closer to fluency.
Beautifully said, Julia. Mistakes are not your enemies, they are your teachers.
You know, Jason, I once had a student named Amir. When he first started learning English, people used to laugh at his pronunciation. He felt embarrassed and almost stopped coming to class.
Oh, I can imagine how that felt. It's painful when others laugh, especially when you're trying your best. What happened after that, Julia?
Well, Amir decided not to give up. Instead, he started practicing every single day. He listened to English podcasts, repeated words aloud, and talked to himself in English. A year later, he was speaking with great confidence, and the same people who laughed at him started asking him for help with their English.
Wow, that's such a great story. I love that. It shows that hard work always wins over people's opinions.
Exactly, and I think many of our listeners have similar stories too. Maybe you were scared at first, but with time, you got better. That's what confidence looks like, not being perfect, but not giving up.
Right. I also remember a friend of mine from Japan. His English wasn't perfect, but he spoke without fear. People respected him because of his confidence. He never let mistakes stop him. He used them as motivation.
That's the key. Speak with courage, not with fear. Every word you say is proof that you're growing.
Yes, confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from continuing even when it's hard. So, Julia, let's talk about something very practical. What should you do when someone actually laughs at your English?
Yes, Jason, that's a good question. The first thing is don't get angry. Stay calm. If someone laughs, take a deep breath and remind yourself, their laugh doesn't define me.
Exactly. Getting upset gives them power, but staying calm shows confidence. You can simply smile and say something like, "I'm still learning, but I'm improving every day."
Yes, that's a great response. It's polite, but it also shows that you're proud of your learning journey.
Let's do a little example, Julia. Imagine I'm a person who laughs at your English.
Okay, let's try.
Laughs. Oh, your pronunciation sounds funny.
Smiles. Yes, I'm still learning. Maybe one day I'll sound better than you.
Laughs, I love that. It's friendly, confident, and shows that you're not scared.
Exactly. You don't have to be rude, just show them that you believe in yourself. Most people will stop laughing once they see your confidence.
That's right. Confidence is the best answer to laughter.
So, dear listeners, next time someone laughs at your English, don't stop speaking. Smile, keep calm, and keep talking because you're learning, and that's something to be proud of. Jason, I think real confidence doesn't come from what others say about you. It comes from what you believe about yourself.
That's so true, Julia. Inner confidence means knowing your value, even when someone else doesn't see it. It means saying to yourself, I'm learning, I'm improving, and I'm proud of it.
Exactly. You can build that confidence by practicing small positive habits every day. For example, when you wake up, say one nice thing to yourself like, I can do this, or my English is getting better.
Yes, positive self-talk is powerful. It trains your brain to focus on progress, not problems. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Also, don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some people speak fast, others take time, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep going.
Absolutely. And remember, confidence grows through action. Every time you speak, read, or listen in English, your self-belief becomes stronger.
So true. Believe in yourself first, then the world will start to believe in you too.
Beautifully said, Julia. Confidence starts inside, and once it grows there, no one's laughter can shake it. So, Julia, after someone laughs at your English, it can really hurt. But the most important thing is don't stop practicing.
That's right, Jason. If you stop, the fear wins. But if you keep going, your confidence grows stronger. The key is to make English part of your daily life in small, easy ways.
Exactly. You don't always need a partner to practice. You can talk to yourself in English, describe what you're doing, your plans for the day, or what you see around you.
Yes. I always tell my students, use English in your daily thoughts. For example, when you cook, say, I'm cutting vegetables, or when you walk, say, I'm going to the store. It builds natural fluency without pressure.
That's a great idea. You can also record your voice speaking in English. When you listen to yourself later, you'll notice your progress, and that will boost your confidence.
And don't forget to listen to English podcasts, watch simple videos, and read short stories. The more you hear English, the more comfortable you'll feel using it.
Yes, the goal is to make English your friend, not your fear. Practice every day, even if it's for 5 minutes, and you'll see real progress.
Absolutely. Keep practicing with love and patience. Remember, every word you say is a victory over fear. All right, Jason, now it's time for a little practice. Let's do a mini activity that will help our listeners speak English with confidence, even if they feel nervous.
Yes, this is simple, but very effective. Here's what we want you to do, listeners. Take a deep breath and say one sentence about your day out loud in English.
For example, you can say, Today I went to the market and bought fresh fruits, or I learned a new English word today.
The key is to speak slowly, clearly, and proudly. Don't worry if you make a mistake, just keep going. Mistakes are part of learning, remember?
Exactly. Now let's make it a little more fun. After saying your sentence, say confidently, I am proud of my English, and I am getting better every day.
Yes. Repeat this activity every day, just 1 or 2 sentences each morning or evening. Over time, your confidence will grow, and you'll speak English more naturally.
And remember, listeners, the more you practice, the less fear you'll feel when someone laughs. You'll start to see mistakes as part of the journey, not a reason to stop.
That's right. So, take a few minutes every day to try this simple activity. It will make a huge difference in your speaking confidence. Julia, even when learners are brave enough to speak, sometimes fear of judgment causes them to make small mistakes that slow their progress.
Yes, Jason. One common mistake is staying silent too much. When someone laughs or reacts negatively, some learners stop speaking completely, and that's a big problem.
Another mistake is comparing themselves to others. You might hear someone speak English very well and think, "I'll never be like them." That kind of thinking kills confidence.
Yes, exactly. And some learners try to speak perfectly and end up overthinking every word. This makes speaking slow, uncomfortable, and stressful.
So, what should you do instead? First, remember that everyone makes mistakes. Second, focus on progress, not perfection. And third, keep speaking, even if it's just a little bit every day.
Right. Don't let other people's opinions stop you from practicing. The more you speak, the better you become. And eventually, people will admire your courage, not laugh at you.
Exactly, Julia. Mistakes are part of learning, and courage is more important than perfection.
Jason, sometimes learners feel discouraged when people laugh at their English. But the truth is, every successful English speaker has been through the same struggle.
Exactly, Julia. Think about people who speak English fluently today. Many of them made mistakes, were laughed at, and felt nervous. But they didn't give up. They kept practicing every day, just like our listeners can do.
Yes, and that's the real lesson, listeners. No one can stop your progress unless you let fear and judgment control you. Keep speaking, keep learning, and celebrate every small success.
Remember, confidence comes from action. The more you practice, the stronger your courage grows, and soon, laughter will no longer bother you.
Exactly. So stay motivated, be patient with yourself, and keep moving forward. Your English journey is worth it.
Well, Julia, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you enjoyed our talk on Don't Let Anyone Laugh at Your English.
Yes, Jason. Remember, dear listeners, your English is something to be proud of. Mistakes are normal, fear is natural, but courage and practice will help you grow.
Absolutely. So, keep speaking, keep learning, and never let anyone's laughter stop you. Every word you speak is a step closer to fluency.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to practice your English every day and share your progress with us in the comments.
Yes, and remember your English journey is yours alone. Be proud, be confident, and keep moving forward.
See you in the next episode. Bye for now.